Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. So, how much of an impact do you want to leave on this world? And the reason I ask you that is because something was just brought to my attention, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of a story. And I didn't really think that, I don't know that what I said was what caused it to happen, and I'm not going to claim that it did. But the fact that they're doing it or they're trying to look at it, anyway, so let me tell you the story. So at the beginning of 2024, the 2024-2025 school year, okay, my grandson, he had special needs, and he was going into a classroom, and we didn't know the teacher, but when we went in to do the welcome, it was, he was very reluctant. He wasn't, he kind of backed off of a couple of the assistant teachers. Well, as we get into the school year, and this is 2024, as we got into the school year, some things happen, and his behavior would cause them to make phone calls to the home, and we would have to go pick him up. And this happened like a lot. Well, they kept like suspending him. Yeah, I know, a special needs student got suspended, right? I mean, come on. He can't even speak and he gets suspended. Well, they ended up doing a behavioral analysis on him, and they ended up going through all of these IEP meetings and the behavioral analysis meeting, and put in a behavioral assessment. Anyways, so there was a situation that came up where the teacher actually put her hands on him and pinned him up against the wall with her knee. And I didn't find out about this until after it had happened. But they, one of the other teachers that was in the room at the time had made a report, and then we were notified about it. The teacher was put on administrative leave and then allowed to come back because she gave her version of the story. They said that when they did the investigation, no harm was done. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Hang on a minute. That doesn't seem right, because another teacher actually reported this, not us. So I went through, you know, kind of like a I guess you could say like an untamed lion. Not only did I call the school, I called the ombudsman, I called the assistant ombudsman, I've met with the assistant ombudsman, and actually at the beginning of the 2025-2026 school year, my daughter and I actually went in and physically met with the assistant ombudsman. Well, I had made mention that it just doesn't seem right that the teacher was allowed to come back when you had another teacher who reported it, and it was not fair because my grandson was not able to tell us his side of it. So essentially, they took the teacher's side because it was the teacher. Well, I was livid, and I not only complained to the school, the ombudsman, the assistant ombudsman, I called our city council office, and I spoke with our councilman. This whole time, I'm telling everybody there should be cameras in the classroom, period. It doesn't matter. They're like, oh, no, it's illegal, it's illegal. And I was like, no, it's not. I just came from another state that allowed them in daycares. And as long as you have it on CCTV, it is not illegal. Well, do you know that now they have a bill that is up for vote to have classes, special needs classes, to have cameras in the classrooms for nonverbal children? You guys, I'm so excited. I hope it passes. I know it's already been approved in other states, but you guys, when you speak your mind, now listen, I can have an attitude. And I'm working on it. I'm not always, you know, light and fluffy and full of smiles. I can be a beast. Trust me, I can be a beast. And I can use not anymore, but I could use some seriously foul language, not to anybody in a professional manner, but I definitely know how to speak my mind in a boardroom, in a classroom, and on an individual one-on-one basis. I know what to say, and I know how to say it because I've been all those places. When you speak from a point of authority and a point of certainty, nobody can deny you. When you know facts, when you know what's going on, what's right and what's wrong, people will listen. They may not listen to you at the time, but at some point, you will get your message across. Because otherwise, our state would not have it up for a vote. And you guys, I hope it passes. I'm so excited. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great afternoon. Bye.